Gen X is the first retirement experiment in all of modern history. We are the first generation that had to figure it out and are still figuring it out on our own. We were handed the steering wheel of our own retirements, and they said, good luck. That's what they said. Are you in your 50s? Maybe a little bit younger, maybe a little bit later, and you're realizing your retirement isn't what you thought it was supposed to be. We're not quite at retirement, but as far as the ramping up, the preparing for it, we were never told about this. We were never explained that this is how you're supposed to be doing things. So when you get to the age we are now, we have confidence, we have peace. We don't have that. Do you? I don't. Pensions disappeared. My parents didn't have one. I remember hearing about them at my grandparents' generation, but for us, there was no pension. The best we were told was Social Security. Back in the 80s, the 401k was given birth to, but did you receive any information in high school or in college of how a 401k was to be used for retirement? How you were supposed to use that as your tool? No, back during the 80s, I remember hearing the CDs were all the big ways to make money. So most of us, we don't have access to pensions as part of our retirement security for the past 30, 40 years we've been working. Now, some of us do. I'm hearing from a few of you in the comment. Leave me a comment below if you are one of those who have a pension, but in the common workforce, they are not available. The masses of us who were unleashed back during the 80s, pensions were never part of the employment package. So our retirement success, little did we know how important it was our personal contribution to something, whether it was a 401k or a savings account. It has been in our hands for decades, and I didn't realize that. I knew I was supposed to be doing something. I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing and how to do it. Did you? Were you one of those unicorns that, oh, the 401k, this is what we're all going to be reliant on? Did you know the difference back in the day, and this was even before the Roth 401k was born, that the pre-tax dollars, which we all thought were so exciting because we'll get more to our paycheck because we don't have to pay taxes, we're eventually going to have to pay taxes on that. And not only are we going to have to pay taxes on those withdrawals, we were assuming our tax rates were going to be so substantially less because we're retired and we're seniors at this point. But lo and behold, come our 70s, depending on how well you saved, these required minimum distributions, those could come back to bite us in the tax butt. You need to look into that. So our DIY, do-it-yourself retirement savings and investing doesn't always translate to having enough for retirement. So we Gen Xers, we're having to rewrite the script. Is retirement what our grandparents did, what our parents thought they were going to do? Are we inventing, and we are inventing, by the way, the hybrid retirement and the glide retirement because it makes sense not only to us psychologically who do not want to completely stop doing something, but to many of us who did not fully understand what we were supposed to be doing all of these years with saving for money and compound interest and investing, etc. We are not going to have enough to meet our basic requirements even when Social Security kicks in. Okay, so with that said, the very first thing we all have to know is, what are your basic requirements? What are they today, and what are they going to be when you retire? So down in the description, I have a free worksheet for you. It's Master Your Money Plan. Go and snag it, again, free, to help you start figuring out what your basic requirements are today, so then we can take it to the next level and figure out what you need for retirement, and if you have enough, and when you do figure that out, when are you going to be able to pull the trigger, if at all? Additionally, if you're looking at a hybrid retirement where you keep working at something, hopefully on your own terms in your own house, Below is also another free workbook for you. It's Life Experiences to Income Streams. This is to help you, regardless if you worked outside the home or in the home, figure out what skill sets you have that you can actually start marketing to beef up retirement now, perhaps keep you busy and engaged with people outside of your house. If you're single, childless like I am, there may not be a lot of baked-in socialization when you do stop working at your current job or your current location. So perhaps a side hustle income stream keeps you involved outside the house, which some of us, we need. I personally need. In Social Security, yes, it is going to be there, but how much is it? Do you know? You can go to the Social Security website and find out if you haven't already set up your MySS account to get access to that information. Go and do it. They do send out, ever so often, I get a statement in the snail mail from them about what my Social Security contributions are, etc., but not necessarily at what age I decide to take it, how much it's going to be. And that is a huge piece of information. You can start as early as age 62, and at 70, you have to do it. And the amount you get between 62 and 70 depends on when you take it. So that is a strategic piece of information. When do you feel it's best for you to begin taking your Social Security withdrawals? I used to think it was 62 for me. I've crunched some numbers and I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit later, but you need to do this for yourself. I am not born knowing any of this. I'm in the same bucket as you. Gen X, nobody taught me, nobody told me. I'm figuring it out now. But I am finding lots of information on YouTube. There's some really great heart of the teacher financial advisors out there. But you do you. Go and find somebody you trust, somebody who's got your best interest at heart. I personally have a SmartVestor Pro I found through Dave Ramsey's website. I've been working with him 10, 15 years now, about the time I started saving for retirement, because I didn't know what I was doing. He has a heart of a teacher. He's in my corner. He's making sure that I am set up to meet the goals that I want to do. And then he also gives me the reality check of, hey, no, you're not going to have that kind of money. You're not going to be sitting having champagne dreams and caviar, whatever the saying was back from the 80s. No, but in reality, can I maintain quality of life I'm currently living? That's what I am moving toward. I know that as we retire and we age, things and spending's gonna slow down. But until then, I want to have the funds I need to enjoy the life I want and retire like I mean it. Okay, like, share, subscribe. You are helping me with this side hustle, this income stream. Currently not monetized because many of you who watch me are not subscribed. So go and subscribe. Go binge my content while you're doing dishes or you're driving to work or you're on the bus to work. While you're working out, let me motivate you to get that going too. And I have several week-long series once a month just for you. Check out the description, like, share, subscribe, share this video. I will see y'all soon. Okay, for the musical interlude, I promised you. Back in the 80s, there was a group and they had a song, and they had one of their songs that stick with me. Matter of fact, I pretty much know every word to every song on that first album. But here we go. Sitting down, kicking at the top of the stairs, kind of mixed in with your affairs. Share smoke, make a joke, grasp and reach for a leg of hope. Ah, words to memorize, words hypnotize, words make my mouth exercise. All right, if you know the group or you know the song, go put it in the chat. We Gen Xers, best music of any generation ever, ever. All right, stop recording. Stop recording.